afternoon and welcome to Witticism News. My name is Carson Zadroga.
And my name is Emma Sullivan, bringing you stories that truly matter.
Our great leader, President Joe Biden, has just declared he would like to make more space in America for his new business plan, the Biden Plan. It's like Obamacare, but worse. To do so, he will be giving Texas to Brazil, thank God. And both Rhode Island and both Dakotas will be Biden. When getting an interview, he stated that no one really cares about the Dakotas and who lives in Rhode Island. With those small losses, we'll be able to expand our business to the people of America. I guess he just has a point there. I mean, what's really significant about South Dakota? We can always make a new one, so just chill. I was thinking that the four fathers could be Markiplier, Travis Kelce, Doja Cat, and Nakado Avocado. Though we might need a bigger mountain if we were to be adding Nick.
In related news, all presidential candidates are dropping out of this race since they believe in the next few years they won't be able to run due to arthritis. So we got new candidates in Jack Black for the Democratic Party, Chris Pratt for the Republican Party, and Jim Carrey as the independent. Now that's a star-powered lineup.
Following up, President Trump has reported to have the lowest IQ in all of the presidents. The Lovestein Institute of Scranton conducted a 4-month study of President Trump's IQ levels and he ranked a solid 81 due to his lack of grasp over the English language, limited use of vocabulary, and lack of scholarly achievements. Unless you count being able to say the alphabet backwards after doing 5 straight keg stands. Now we move on to the weather as we hand the mic over to Donovan.
Thanks, Carson. As we look at the weather for this week, we can see that there will be blizzards this weekend with temperatures going as high as 10 degrees and as low as -20. I suggest you all go out to grab some firewood and your dinner while you're at it because it's going to be a frigid week. Things will begin to heat up on Monday as it shoots up to 92 degrees. Okay, listen, I know global warming is a thing, but this is kind of ridiculous. On top of that, there's also signs of level 5 earthquakes and typhoons coming from the east to the west. So if you live in the east, you're gonna have a really rough week. But hey, let's look on the bright side. This will give you all an opportunity to get closer with your family as the weather will fluctuate between 100 degrees in the morning to -20 at night. Needless to say, the world may be ending soon, so go out there and enjoy this beautiful weather with the family. That's the weather report for this week. My name is Donovan, and back to the news.
Flight had been a dream possessed by man long before the Wright brothers built and successfully flew their own airplane in an attempt to get the out of boring Kitty Hawk. In 1934, a pilot in Germany completed something that sounded almost too good to be true. Reporters confirmed pilot Eric Kosher invented a flying device powered by the lungs of a person strapped to it. I guess my friend Megan has a job opportunity since she always has a lot of hot air.
Date night takes an unexpected turn as 27-year-old Alan Webb is dropping off with his tender date, 25-year-old Carly Smith, at her house, saying that she forgot something. 5 minutes later, Carly runs out of the house with a ski mask on, a handgun, and $10,000 worth of Billy Cosby records. Luckily, the police were able to catch the criminal and her date as he was a wanted criminal. In 10 different states, including both Dakotas, Rhode Island, Maine, Vermont, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Texas, Florida, and New York. I guess he will only be wanted in 7 states about the time the Biden plan happens. Needless to say, the couple was very happy behind bars together. I guess love can be found in the weirdest of places.
What is your obsession with the Dakotas? I just want to know. A boy in Texas stole his father's identity, obtained a credit card, and took his friend on a whirlwind shopping spree of video games, electronic gadgets, and 2 1,000-an-hour housemaids. They weren't hired for a night of fantasy, but so that they had someone to play some Halo with him. The police finally caught the boy and several of his friends before anything else happened. Allegedly, the maids weren't charged because the boys convinced them that they were really a group of midgets from a traveling circus seeking some companionship.
Question, what is the biggest animal you could take and why?
I think I could take an alligator.
You think you could take an alligator? I think I could take an elephant.
An elephant.
I can.
Like a.
I can take an elephant.
You think you could take an
I
elephant?
can take an elephant. I grab it by the trunk, I squeeze the trunk, lift him down on the ground.
I don't think you could
I
lift.
suplex his ass.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you could lift him though.
Yes, I can.
Is that?
Yes, I can.
I think I could take an alligator. I would lose. Actually, no, I don't think I could take an alligator. I could take a skunk.
A skunk.
I could take a skunk. They're small, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so elephant and skunk.
Yeah.
Okay, word.
I mean, if we're talking about animals that aren't alive anymore, a T-Rex, a megalodon, all those animals.
I think the T-Rex would take you. I don't think you can take a T-Rex.
I can take a T-Rex.
I don't think. Okay.
It's very simple. It's very simple. They have really tiny little arms. They got little baby arms. That's their weak spot. If I climb up to him and I get into his arms and then I like stab his like chest, his little baby arms can't really get me. Yeah.
But his jaw could. He could eat you. He would eat you.
I dodge it. It's as simple as that.
You're just that good.
I
You are
can-
just that good.
I convince him that he should be a vegetarian.
Oh, peace. Make peace with the dino. Okay.
Yeah, and then I kill the dino.
Oh, okay. Murder.
It's peaceful murder.
But okay. Just show him the what's that TikToker? The vegan doctor. The vegan teacher. Show him her TikTok, and I think that he might go vegan.
I think if anything, he'll go anti-vegan if he watches those.
Actually, I think that would distract him long enough that he would want to chase her and not you.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you think a coyote could? Do you think you could fight a coyote with no weapons in the wild?
No. There's actually no way I would survive that. Do you think you could? Well, if you think you could take a T-Rex, I think.
Yeah, I could take a coyote.
Okay.
Here at Witticism, we have debates about us fighting different animals, and someone actually decided to go out there and fight a wild coyote. Here is reporter Donovan Carrington, as he has a personal interview with Nick McEwen about his experience fighting the coyote.
Yeah, so the fight happened. I had the coyote fight. You know, we got a referee, we got judges. Because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it officially. I don't want to just like, it's not a brawl. It was a fight. Like it was set up. We had a ring built out into the middle of the woods. I decided to take it to his home territory, but we got a boxing ring so that I had a little bit of home. You know, it was a good fight. Ended up going to decision by judges. Went to good like 10 rounds, few downs on both of us, but in the end it went to decision, and the judges just gave it to the coyote. And honestly, I'm not gonna complain. I'm a good sport. If that's how the judges ruled it, then that's how the judges ruled it. But I feel like I saw that referee. I feel like I saw him, and he had a few, maybe some foraged berries, I think it was. He had something, in his pockets, maybe a little bit like blackberry juice around his lips. And, I didn't give him those. That's all I'm going to say. But, shout outs to my opponent. Shout outs to Mr. Coyote. He put up a good fight. And we will run it back at some point. I'm not going to take this on my record, okay? I will get back my get back. So, thanks for having me.
Wait. That will be all for this Witticism news, as always. I'm Carson.
And I'm Emma. And until next time, stay educated, Indiana.
All right, so I'm Carson, and I have a few childhood things. My most notable thing that I did as a child when I was stupid. So one time, I was at a neighbor friend's house, and I went to the top of his shed. Well, we climbed up there because we were just having fun. And he slid down because he knew how to get down because he had the shed. I didn't. I jumped off the shed. And I really, really hurt my butt, my gluteus maximus, if we're using technical terms here. And I think I fractured my backbone.
and it even had a crack in it for a long time. They said it wouldn't heal, but then an x-ray later, like I guess in my teenage years or something like that, and yeah, it healed. So we're good, bro. But yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Not for my mom. She had like a heart attack. She was freaking out a little. I get to ride in the ambulance. That was really cool. That was a fun trip. I don't really remember much from that hospital trip. I asked my dad to get sheets for me, to get food. Not sheets, Wawa. Wawa's awesome. But Wawa wasn't open for some reason. But Sheetz was, and he got me the Sheetz sandwich, and the Sheetz sandwich tastes horrible. Like, it tastes like dog water. Like, it was not good. Wawa is always better than Sheetz, and if anyone tells you otherwise, they're lying to you. So yeah, that was a very fun memory. I know, my mom's face was really funny looking back at it now when she heard and saw me lying on the ground, not being able to move. And yeah, that was a fun story. Another fun story was when I was in Little League Baseball. And me and my friends would just, instead of playing baseball, we would eat the dirt on the, on the baseball area. We would just eat dirt. It just tasted good. It just tasted really good. Like, it tasted better than my mom's cooking, no offense to my mom. I'm kidding, she's a great cook. But yeah, it tasted really good. And also on that little baseball team, I think there was a girl. Yeah, there was a girl. There was one girl on it, and she liked me, and I didn't really like her back, and she would always put, like, her arm around me. I don't think I would really like that. But yeah, me and my friends ate a lot of dirt. I don't think we won many games.
The funniest thing that I can think of from my childhood is I remember one day I came home. I don't know where I was, but I remember putting on these, like, fairy wings. And I genuinely thought I could fly in them. Like, I truly believe that okay, let's backtrack. I kept jumping off this little ledge in my backyard, trying to see if I could, like, fly with these wings. And I truly think that if my mom didn't come out the last time that I did it, that I actually would have, like, flown. Like, I think if no one watched me, I would have actually, like, flew. I still believe that to this day. Should I? Probably not. But, yeah, I remember, especially because the ledge that I was jumping off of, it was like, we had rocks underneath, so I was just repeatedly, like, jumping onto rocks, and I kept falling. It was kind of funny. My mom did not think it was funny. Neither did my siblings. Actually, my sister looked at me and said, "Wow, you're stupid." But that's my funny childhood memory. I also do actually still think I could have flown.
Let me look at my phone because I could always just talk about how I was a glue kid. I'll give like two experiences. First experience was that when it was, this isn't a glue story, the glue story would be last. The first one is whenever I was in middle school, I had to say like 7th or 8th grade before I broke my arm. I was on the top of our car, it was snowing, and me and my brother thought of the great idea to jump off it into the snow. So my brother jumps off it, no problem, into the snow, lands on his feet. It's like all great. And then I go and jump. I freaking jump off. I slip. I literally look like Goofy in the Mickey Mouse short films when he's falling, whenever he like is like spazzing out. And I fall face first into the snow. And that was my most popular video on Instagram because it got over like 300 views. So yeah, that made for a great story in middle school and also a little bit of bullying, but I mean, hey, we ball. But the other thing is that in elementary school, I was a very curious kid. First off, I never went to preschool. My parents did not want me to be in schooling in preschool because they wanted me to stay their little baby forever. And then I went to kindergarten, and I don't even remember why I was curious about it, but like, do you know how like whenever you do glue and it hardens up and then it hardens up on the top of the little nozzle? So out of sheer curiosity, I guess, little Donovan thought it would be smart to take that off, put it in his mouth, and he didn't hate it. So that happened for a little bit until my my elementary school teacher told me to stop it, and then I stopped. And then I tried paper before. I think I ate an eraser, which was very weird. I don't know why I thought this was a very good idea when I was a kid to eat all this sort of things. I mean, hey, at least it wasn't deadly. At least I didn't think it would be smart to eat a Sharpie or one of those magic markers that smell like fruits. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I do remember one time I was in baseball too, and I did a really dumb thing. I didn't eat dirt, but one time I was like, I guess it was like the end of practice or whatever. This was T-ball, I think. And then for some reason, my child brain really wanted to hit the ball again. I didn't know why, and I guess it was like not allowed or something. I don't really remember, because like, I guess people were trying to stop me from going to hit the ball, and then I swung my bat to go hit the ball, and I ended up hitting a kid in the stomach with the ball, with the bat, I mean. And that turned out it was actually the coach's kid too. So and he was a little bit older than a lot of the other kids. But I remember, yeah, like he was sort of out of the count after that. And I felt really bad about it. I just remember I felt really bad about it, and people were kind of mad that I did that. And I guess the weirdest thing that what happened to me as a kid, I don't remember this happening at all. I was like really young, like even younger than the whole baseball story, but like apparently my parents would say that my arm would just kind of like break out of nowhere sometimes, and they were really concerned about it because, you know, my arm was broken, and they took me to the doctor. And you know, I should also mention too, apparently I didn't feel anything. I didn't react at all, and my arm was just broken. I was like, oh, this is fine. And I didn't feel anything. And then they got to the doctor, and then the doctor looked at it, and he was like, oh yeah, his arm just kind of does that from time to time. Just snap it back into place. It should be all good after that. And apparently that would happen a few other times after. And yeah, really is pretty much just the exact same. Like, I just did not react at all, and they just snapped it back into place, and it was all good. And to this day, my arm still feels a little weird whenever I like extend it out like this. Like, you can tell like it's not the same as like my other elbow. Like, it feels like something kind of pops in there a little bit. So yeah, like, I don't know, my arm just would kind of break out of nowhere. It just kind of broke for some reason. It just gave up and just broke. Yeah, that's probably the only two stories I really have. So I would like to thank the other volunteers brave enough to share their embarrassing childhood memories with everyone. And yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the nightly show with Carson Zadroga. I hope you're all having a fine evening. I have a guest here. Please introduce yourself, my guest.
Hi, my name is Mark. I'm so happy to be here.
All right, nice to meet you, Luke. It's an honor. So tell me, Mark, what are your thoughts on the current political climate in the country of Alabama?
In the country of Alabama, I think there's a bigger important question to ask. What is the political climate? What do we classify as the political climate? Like, what do we say is political? What do we say is non-political? Especially in Alabama, where we know things, you know, can go any which way.
So the question is, why is Alabama?
Why is Alabama? Why isn't Alabama?
That's a great question. I think we need to move on because I think you answered that pretty clearly. So tell me, what, you know, this election season, who are you voting for?
Change.
The Paw Patrol, right? You know, what if they were cats?
Yeah. Okay, well, if the Paw Patrol was cats, then I feel like their abilities would be a little bit different. I feel like they would probably be a little bit better, a little bit more keen, a little bit more.
Really? You think cats are better than dogs?
I don't think cats are better than dogs, but I think cats are better in performing activities than dogs.
Change.
So because of that, I just feel like there's a really hard way to like think about how mountains have been impacting our world in total.
Yeah. Mountains are really impactful. I guess you could really say that their impact is really mountainous.
Change.
So, if there were to be like a fifth reptile, what would it be?
Fifth reptile, I'd say, would be...
We got turtles, we got crocodiles, we got snakes, we got lizards. What would be the fifth one?
I don't think I can even begin to conjure that. I have no answer for this.
Do dragons count?
Do dragons count as reptiles? I'd say yes, do dragons count as reptiles.
Okay, why?
Because I've seen a dragon in the water.
Change.
And honestly, I would just say that changing the car's tires into squares would really put a twist on a lot of things. But if you want to stand on the fact that they wouldn't, then...
You see, I prefer triangles. I think triangles would work better because it would just be more cost effective. Just having one less line, one less side.
But what do you think that would do for conspiracy theorists when they see triangles everywhere?
Change.
I just don't think that there's a reason to even talk about sugar and sweets at all.
Yeah, let's talk about wheat and meats instead. I think they're better for our the health of our bicep, specifically the left one.
Only the left bicep? And how do
Yeah.
we combat the lack of nutrition going to the right bicep?
I think that's where you buy. That's where steroids come in.
Change.
Out of all the natural hair colors, what color do you think should become a natural hair color?
I think we should have...
What hair should people be born with?
I think, like,
Their color.
baby blue hair.
Okay, baby blue hair?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What would we call those people with baby blue hair?
I can't say that on television.
Oh, okay. We're going there.
Change.
So Slippery Rock.
Okay.
Why is IUP better than Slippery Rock?
Good question.
It is a good question.
I would
Change.
say that there's no reason for you to bring something so personal up. I really feel kind of offended by that, and I don't know if I really want to continue this interview if you're going to keep bringing stuff
Really,
like that up.
you're offended by my personal life, huh?
You're offending my personal life by bringing my personal life into your personal life, talking about your personal life as in my personal life.
Look. It's your fault you didn't bring the kids home from school yesterday.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
Really? It isn't?
I sent you 3 messages and I sent you 2 calls.
Change.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'd say it is important to care about mental health.
I agree with you.
That's good.
Yep.
That's really good.
And there is nothing funny at all about mental health.
Change.
So, you know what is really funny? People with red hair.
I have to agree with you.
They don't have a soul.
No, they really don't. They really don't. You know who else had red hair?
Who?
Chucky.
Ah, yeah, Chucky.
had red hair.
Chucky the doll.
Change.
So, what do you think about our crew member Emma?
Well, based on the fact that you keep calling her Emily, I would say that I have to flip that question and say, how do you feel about Emma/Emily?
I think Emma is I think she's all right. She's cool.
She's all right.
I was gonna say, watch what you say. She's in the room.
She's there. She goes to press start. She's cool. I will still remember those drawings that she drew that one fateful day. I still don't know what that one drawing of Nightwing was.
My bad. Change.
Sounds very personal. I hate Scrappy-Doo. Ooh.
Change.
If I had to bring it up, if I really had to bring it up, Yeah, it did affect me. It really did affect me, all right? 2013 was a really important year. It was a really important year.
I forget 2013.
How could you forget 2013?
Nothing really happened that important.
Wapagano style.
Change.
So, so tell me, did you murder those two people on the train?
Which train?
Do you want to tell me another joke?
A joke?
Yeah.
No.
Good, because you suck.
Oh, ooh, that's a low blow.
Yeah, low blow.
So, there was a lot going on outside, right?
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Do you see that the Tasmanian tiger, it had extinct a while ago?
Dude, wow, that's crazy. Did you know that the woolly mammoth is extinct?
Yeah, I heard that they're trying to bring him back.
Yeah, they're gonna bring back Manny.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you think we could get an Ice Age live action?
Oh, that's a good point,
Change.
Yeah, so, why can't babies change their own diapers?
Because they're stupid, incoherent, have no actual purpose, and just whine about things because they think the world should be handed to them or something. And honestly, I think we should start being rigorous with our babies, tell them to just shut up, suck it up. Everybody else is going through the same thing, all right? You're not special, you're not nothing that nobody has experienced before. So and plus, babies have not been able to change themselves since the beginning of time. It's time to catch up. Everything else around them is moving forward. They're stuck. They're very stuck.
Except the babies, yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't like them too, Just something about them.
This reminds me of, how you don't like your own kids, but
Okay.
maybe we should leave that off air.
No, you listen. I love those guys. I give them cake, I give them money, I give them a roof under their head. I take them to the public pool. I take them to the doctor when they get diseases from that public pool. I do a lot for them, those kids.
So
What do you do for those kids?
Oh, I cook, I clean, I put them to bed, I give them baths, I give them showers, I shower them with love and
BS.
attention and
The only
affection.
cooking you do is bring home McDonald's.
I have to agree. I really have to agree with what I really agree. I really agree.
Yeah, you better. You better agree that stingrays can beat sharks.
I think they could. They have those.
Change.
So, if you could be, I think we need to wrap this up. Now, tell me, how would you wrap a present up?
Well, in what way? The left or the right way?
All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Now, thank you for joining us on this special occasion, and I want to, thank our guest. What's your name again, John?
Lucas?
Okay, Mark. Thank you, Mark, for showing up. I really appreciate it. I'm Zadroga Carson, and have a great night. I hope you get a bad night's sleep tonight. Yo, Noah forgot to record. He's pulling the cord.
Donovan has said that you'll be fired if you just keep spinning bars.
I'm a spinning bars like it's like I'm a freaking car.
Okay. Donovan said that you're out.
I'm banned from IUP-TV forever.
Don't quit your day job. Just don't.
This is my day job.
He's gonna tell Lens that you plagiarized, and then Lens is gonna kick you out of IUP.
He's gonna tell Lens that I didn't write this down.